One of the best matchups on Sunday will undoubtedly be the matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets, or so we hope. Or so we hope. And I really think that both teams are really coming into it with a very interesting perspective. So you look at the Bills, who just beat the Patriots on Thursday Night Football. You guys should probably get Amazon Prime because apparently it's totally worth it. Also, the Bills taking care of business now. So, yes, 1-3 straight back on top of the AFC East. The Dolphins and the Bills basically swapping there, or swap. You guys get the point. They have switched places. The Jets now in third place, and the Patriots now in the bottom of the division in the AFC East. So you got the Jets are in a good spot right now. They are looking ready to go, and honestly see if they can make the playoffs. I mean, the AFC, it's kind of wide open in a lot of different areas, so I'm excited to see what does go on in that regard as well. But if you look at the Vikings, and I will get to them in just a second here, I have learned a couple of things in this life. You do not give the Vikings too much credit because you're definitely going to be sad when it is all said and done. But the Vikings currently sitting at 9-2, leading the NFC North with a 9-2 record, coming off a big time win over the Patriots on Thursday Night Football, ironically enough, or something like that. And yes, you're excited for this. You think that the Vikings are going to be in an interesting spot and really going for and looking to finish the NFC North here. With the Lions' loss and the Vikings' win, they would clinch the NFC North here, so to start things out. So that would be very, very interesting. And so, yes, there's a couple things you're going to want to watch out for when it comes to, specifically for this game. But yes, the first thing is, yes, the Jets seem to have a quarterback right now, Zach Wilson, not getting it done. And then Mike White coming in and looking like the second coming of Brett Favre. That's right, I said it. He went 22 of 28 for 315 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions against the Bears. Looked dynamite, absolutely dynamite. And then the running game, the Bills, they've been running the football very well all season long. I expect them to continue to do that against the Vikings. I'm really excited. I do think this is going to be an interesting game just to see how both teams are able to carry the football. So Ty Johnson and everybody there, I think, are going to do it. I think Bam Knight also had himself a good game against the Bears. So going to be very interesting to see how that goes. Garrett Wilson, G-Dub as he's referred to. Dude is an absolute stud, had 2 touchdowns against the Bears and has currently 49 catches, 628 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the season. Tyler Conklin, the one that got away for the Vikings. We needed a good tight end, and of course we keep the injured one in Irv Smith Jr., even though I'm excited he'll be back at some time this season, hopefully. And then also Tyler Conklin, looking like he is he's honestly been such a good security blanket and just been such a really good number 2 tight end, even a number 1 for the Vikings last year. But he's got 38 catches, 381 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Also, you have Corey Davis, who has caught 20 passes for 360 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Elijah Moore, I'm expecting him to kind of get going more as well. So defensively for the Jets, C.J. Mosley leading the way with 107 tackles. Quincy Williams, all those guys. Sauce Gardner playing like the number 1 corner in the NFL right now. Just absolute stud. Like the number 1 graded, all that fun stuff. But yes, he's also got a couple of interceptions as well. LaMarcus Joyner leading the team with 3 right now. DJ Reed also looking like he's going to continue to be moving forward at a very good pace here. But I mean, Quinnen Williams leading the team with 8 sacks right now and really looking like he's going to continue to develop as one of the top interior pass rushers. The Jets with Michael Clemens, Carl Lawson, all those guys, they just seem to get to the football. They fly to the football and they bring a lot of fierceness with them. So they're absolutely going to be something to watch there. But then as for the Vikings, you got Kirk Cousins, who, yes, 17 touchdown passes, 9 interceptions so far this year. I would venture to say that I would just really, really please, can we have Kirk Cousins just not throwing an interception? I know that he has been a lot less careful this year, and I do like the idea of taking chances, but I don't like interceptions either. I'm going to knock on wood again because I'm superstitious. And then you got Dalvin Cook, who is leading the team with 178 carries, 841 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Yes, he's continued to do his thing all year long. Alexander Madison also needs to get himself some more catches. And then the man, the myth, the legend in Justin Jefferson, 81 catches, over 1,230 receiving yards, and 5 touchdowns this year. Adam Thielen, 54 catches, 553 yards, and 3 touchdowns. I'm really waiting for him to be able to continue to blow up like he has. TJ Hawkinson and KJ Osborne seem to be very reliable targets for the Vikings in the meantime. Also, Jordan Hicks, defensively for the Vikings, Jordan Hicks leading the way with 92 tackles and 3 sacks. Eric Kendricks, still the man, in second on the team with 85 sacks. Harrison Smith, 64 total tackles for the Vikings. And I believe, what's he got? 3 interceptions? 4 interceptions, this year. Dude is just continues to be a future Hall of Famer. Yes, that's right. I said it. Also got Danielle Hunter there with 8 sacks. Second currently behind Za'Darius Smith with 8.5. Also, we saw that defensive line continue to get after it. DJ Wanham has a sack and a half this year as well. So, we're really seeing the Vikings defense really get after it in a lot of different ways. And I think that if you just take a look at what the Vikings have done, I know, yes, they've allowed the most passing yards in the NFL. That definitely needs to get fixed, but they've done a lot of good things throughout the rest of this whole thing here. So, as far as the injury report, this is according to the Vikings. So, Christian Darrisaw is presumed out. It was a DNP all week long, but I do think he did, according to multiple reports, did have that red jersey on, so it's looking like he's going to be, could potentially play next week, I believe, against the Lions, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like Harrison Smith, and Caleb Evans, and Dalvin Tomlinson are all going to be good to go. Really excited to get Dalvin Tomlinson back. He's been an absolute stud on the inside there for the Vikings. Really excited to get him back. Then Ben Allefson has been pronounced out because of that groin injury. Really good blocking tight end, but TJ Hawkinson, continues to be the man. Ross Blacklock has had an illness and was a DNP on Thursday and Friday, so he is questionable. We'll see if he can recover in time to be able to play for the Vikings. And then for the Jets, looks like Ashton Davis is out with a hamstring, DNP'd all week. Michael Carter, the running back, currently leading the team in rushing. It looks like he is going to be doubtful as he did not participate the entire week. Cedric, we're going to go with that. He's doubtful as he was a DNP all week as well. It looked like DJ Reed was a DNP on Wednesday, but was a full participant on Thursday and Friday. He's going to be good to go. And then, Sheldon Rankins and those guys and Kenny Yeboah are good to go as well. So the Jets and the Vikings, not a whole lot of players out, just Ashton Davis. It looks like for the Jets, the Vikings going to be with Christian Darrisaw as well as Ben Allefson. It is what it is there. So, and we'll see what happens with Michael Carter and Cedric O as well. Yeah, that's right. So, and then as far as keys to the game, you've got the Jets starting things out here. You got to get the runners involved. Apparently, I can't spell get. I'll fix that on the fly here. But, I'm really excited to see what the Jets do in order to kind of get things rolling here. The Vikings, I know they've surrendered the most passing yards in the entire NFL. But overall, you are really excited to see how well the Jets will continue to run the football. But also, Mike White, dude's a gunslinger. He's going to do some amazing things. I expect him to be able to be ready to go and willing to let it fly against the team that, I don't know if I've mentioned it for the fourth billionth time, have allowed the most passing yards in the NFL. So I think it starts with the run game, then you get the ball to your playmakers with Mike White. Also, you got to pick apart the zone. The Vikings, again, have allowed the most passing yards. It's with that soft zone. They're not willing to go after the quarterback. It gets a little aggravating, if you will. So if you are the Jets, if I'm Mike White, I'm willing to air this thing out, take what the defense gives you, and just go from there and see if you can punch it into the red zone. Also, you got to take away Justin Jefferson. The times that he's played against top corners between the Cowboys and the Eagles, hasn't looked great. And I think that since Sauce Gardner is coming into town, I think it's going to be very interesting. A top corner, arguably the best corner in the NFL right now. Dude's an absolute stud. We'll see how that matchup does go. That's probably one of the best matchups we're going to see all year long. And so then you got the Vikings keys to the game. You got to keep Dalvin and JJ rolling, baby. You got to keep them going. They are the heart and soul of your Vikings offense. When one is down, one other one seems to be up, and sometimes both of them are up on the same time. So keep them going. Also, no more zone, please. Can we please have a little bit of man-to-man? Let's see what a Caleb Evans and company and Patrick Peterson can do. Maybe shade a little bit more help towards Patrick Peterson's side because I'm so tired of watching teams just throw and throw and throw for yards against the Vikings. Can we please make something happen there? So I would like to see a little bit more blitz. Also, the O-line is a really good D-line. There's a really good D-line. They got to step it up. They got to find ways to make things happen. So, I think the Vikings, they've got their work cut out for them. There's a lot of different things going on in this one, and I'm really excited about it. But like I said, I think both teams are in a really good and interesting spot, especially as we head forward here. And I think that they are definitely going to give us a game to watch. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome, and we love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover. But let us know what you guys think about the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets preview for NFL Week 13.